Welcome to the channel, my pack cracking family. Clever Magic Trevor here, back from Disneyland, and oh, what a trip. But I'm getting sick. I'm getting sick. My nose is running like crazy. I'm sweating like, bullets. And unfortunately, my 9-month-old was sick the entire trip, and so he's normally the happiest baby around. He was not in a good mood. We came back late last night, and I have a feeling he has an ear infection. We got a doctor's appointment for him, so we got to get that taken care of. And my wife was feeling like garbage yesterday on the plane trip home, and I woke up this morning just feeling like a truck hit me, and that's okay. So bear with me. I was super excited to come back and make a video. I did have that delayed drop pop on, what was it? Thursday, yesterday, Wednesday, Tuesday, dropped on Tuesday. So you can kind of guess what we're doing today. We're gonna do that final row, and I'll make this short and simple, but I will tell you a little bit about Disneyland. 3 days in, we found out that you can do a rider swap, and if any of you know about a rider swap, it's where somebody's watching the baby because you can't go on the ride, so you miss out. Well, when they're done riding with the other kids and stuff, you can swap the baby. The person that sat out that ride can go up there, get in right away, not mess around, and get on the ride, and they can take 2 other people with them. It's a fantastic thing, and it's something we didn't know about till the last few days. But man, we got on a lot of rides. The other thing, for all you Star Wars nuts like myself and nerds out there, man, that ride is fun. And then when you do a rider swap on that, and then you just get to go twice. So one of them is join a group. You don't get to do a fast pass on it. It's not available. And so you have to be there right when the park opens. And when the park opens, you're basically just clicking trying to get into a group, and then your group will get called as it goes, and you have a certain amount of time to kind of get down there. And it's a bit of a longer ride. On the last day, we ended up in the 7th group, and so we ran up to Smuggler's Run, the other Star Wars ride, which is also kind of cool. It's a simulator. 2 people get to be the pilot, 2 people get to be the gunner, 2 people get to be the engineer. The only problem is I was never the pilot, and honestly, it's inverted, so people didn't know what the heck they were doing or how they were flying, and we're flying into stuff, and I kept being the engineer, so I'm fixing all the problems because they're running into stuff, and I just wanted to be the pilot and fly around. But the last time we were there, on the last day, my mom happened to be the pilot, and the other pilot was my son, and they didn't know what the hell they were doing. And you don't get a choice. They give you a card out of all 6 people, and 2 people are the gunners, they're shooting, and 2 people are, the pilots, and then me being the engineer, I'm back there fixing all the stuff. But I was just like, man, they picked the 2 worst people to be pilots that don't play video games. And actually, my 4-year-old son's obsessed with video games, which I gotta slow him down on a little bit because he's loving that stuff. But he didn't quite get the concepts of everything. But those rides are super fun. And the other one, Rise of the Resistance, that's the main one, and right now it's ranked the best experience in the world. And it's more than just a ride. There is like a ride part to it that's about 5 or 10 minutes where you're sitting around, and I'll tell you, basically the whole thing's about a half hour long, about 20 to 30 minutes. And the first thing is you're getting recruited by the Resistance, and you're going through everything, and you go up in this spaceship, and you're meeting up with other people, but then you get captured and you get pulled in by Kylo Ren and by a tractor beam into the starship, and then you get arrested and you get put into this cell. And so you're honestly, the first time I didn't know what the heck was going on, and so I'm just like, oh, I'll just follow along. The second time I knew what was going on, and the third time I knew what was going on, and so I honestly just role played. I was like, oh, we're getting captured, blah blah blah, and it was a lot of fun for my kids. The few other times too, because they didn't know, they're not into Star Wars yet, and so they didn't know what was going on. So you get captured, and then you get broken out of your jail cell by the Resistance, and that's when you get put in this this vehicle to get away, and you're on the starship, and they're just shooting you around. You're getting chased by Kyron Ren, and dude, I'm telling you what, it's an intense ride. It's super fun. So anyways, thanks for everybody checking up on me. I tried to get back to you late at night or early in the morning on YouTube, but I had to do work first, and then if I still had enough time and energy, I focused on getting some comments on YouTube. So I didn't get to everybody, but I tried to slowly comment so you guys knew I was still around, because I just felt like I've been enjoying this so much. I didn't want to slow the roll a little bit, so I wanted to keep going. With that being said, man, Disneyland was busy, but it was fun, and I'm gonna spend probably the weekend between work just sleeping and stuff. So that's how it goes, and I don't know if you can see, but I'm sweating like crazy. It's definitely kicking my butt already. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll talk afterwards to give away some cards.
All right, last row. We already got 4 mythics and a foil mythic and a foil rare. I don't know about this row because we don't have any of the foils left. Who knows, unless it's a weird box and they just want to give us a whole bunch of stuff. So here we go. Let's start cracking. I'm nervous about this row though. I'm nervous. Hopefully we get some good rares, because I'm feeling it's gonna be wrought with rares. Mythic 197. Oh my gosh. Is this an Oko? Oko, my gosh. Okay. That's our 5th mythic, 6th if you count the foil mythic. Wow. Okay. So at least we got a good pull. You know, you commander people probably still use them. You know. So I still think I think he's still around 18 bucks. I'd have to check. It's been a while since I checked up on Oko. But it's been a while since I opened this set. So one of you two, Wildborn Preserver. I'll take it. All right. All right. You know, we're not doing too shabby. Realistically. Still waiting for good opt right there. Still waiting for the land cycles to start catching up, because I have a feeling what we're going to get a ton of here pretty soon. Mystical Dispute, thank you. I love that card. Shambling Suit. Bell of the Brawl. And rare 203, Stormfist Crusader. You got to have about 15 of those. So, I think I'm over 15 on them. Not positive. Let's see. Okay, that's a great card. Okay, Adversary. Thunderous Snapper. Rare 54, Midnight Clock. That, you know, that is a fantastic card. I don't give Midnight Clock enough credit. It's pretty much, you get that thing to clock to the end. It's game over after that. It just, so hard to come back from that. So it looked like there was a foil back there, because once again, I suck at these cards. You know, I just give away everything. Righteousness. Rare 144, Sundering Stroke, just gave me a stroke. Common 180, Toonvale Treefolk. Okay, I am like super surprised we haven't hit a single land cycle yet. It just seems odd, but considering these aren't necessarily, you know, they're not the most expensive land cycle, that's for sure. But man, the Animating Fairy is awesome. 110, Wishclaw Talisman, I love it. But I do love land, you know. You never have enough land, and you never know when the land's going to spike. You know, when a new set comes out and all of a sudden a certain land cycle is just becomes very relevant. So I happen to think that lands are the way to save sets. If you have a good land cycle, you'll have a good set. That's history. It's science. Rare 240, Castle Garenbrig. Yes, please. Okay, so there we go. And that's a good one too, because a lot of these green decks are going to that. I mean, the amount of mana you can pull, you know, with all the mana, all the ways to gain mana in these few sets, you know. I think there's a foil, if I counted right. Burning Yard Trainer and rare 55 mil made. I knew that one. Uncommon 117 Burning Yard Trainer. Interesting. Interesting. Same pack, guys. Same pack. Yeah, that 55. I recognize that card anytime, man. Anytime. I love that mail, man. She is something else. Ooh, accidentally showed another foil. Gosh, stop giving stuff away. Slaying Fire and rare 18 Hushbringer. Look, I don't play a whole lot of white, but I got this mono white deck, and I got Mirror Shield, and when I'll throw down Mirror Shield, and then I'll throw a Hushbringer and throw this on top of it. And I'm not gonna tell you my other tricks to the deck, but typically if I can get that on there, this is very tough, and this is my easiest deck to take on, the Cat Oven deck, because, you know, creatures entering the battlefield or dying don't cause abilities to trigger, so they can't even hit you. They can't even hit you or gain life. It's unbelievable. And a swamp. So when I'm playing that, I like to go up against the Cat Oven decks. And I let them kind of fool around for a while, and then realize that they're screwed, and then I'll start taking them out. I like to mess around a bit. Typically, when they realize that they're going to have issues, usually they quit. But you know how that goes. Why waste time with somebody that's messing with you? Rare number 8, Charming Prince. And so many people love this card. I am not the biggest fan of it. I've never used it. I've tried to put it in a few decks. I got a friend here in town that he's like, you know, my new favorite card, Charming Prince. And he just kind of got back into Magic. And I'm like, really? You know, literally like that. Really? And he's like, why? It's a great card. And I said, yeah, I guess. I just can't get it to do what I want it to do. But I put it in decks, and then I ended up taking it out for something else. Number 127, Ironcrag Feet. So that's just me. That's just me. Last pack to crack. At least we got that Oko. We got that one land cycle. So we got one land in this whole box. Unfreaking believable. Unfreaking believable. Grumgoy, that's a fantastic card right there, and he makes a heck of a commander. Actually, I'm trying to think of what 138 is. I can't believe we got another mythic. That's 3, 4, 5, 6 total, and a foil mythic. Robber of the Rich. Oh, I love that card. I love that card. If you can get that one to stay alive long enough, possibly pump him up, you know, something like that, then if you can get him to get flying or something like that, just keep him alive, then he is one tough cookie. So Robber of the Rich, Oko, Mirror Maid, Wishclaw Talisman. Can't believe more people aren't like me and just obsessed with that card. I love Wishclaw Talisman. Castle Garenbrig, Wildborn Preserver. We got some decent cards, considering I thought this row might be a little iffy with pulling so much in that last set, or that last row. So anywho, we'll catch you after the video. Alright guys, what did you think? You know what? I just realized I was using my old mic and it had the old plug-in on it, and so you guys might not have been able to hear me very well on that, so we'll have to possibly try this again. I don't know how that first part of the video is. I apologize. It couldn't have been like that middle row. There's no way you can pull that many mythics and fantastic rares in a box, but still a great row. Very playable cards. So I did go through and do the comment picker. Normally I do it on video, but I messed up and it wasn't recording. And I feel bad when things don't go the way they're planned, and then people win, and then you know, don't get their cards. So so I don't know what to do about that. So what I'll do is I did 4 drawings. I might do one other, and then we'll see how that goes. It just kind of sucks because I don't want to. I don't like to redo things after the fact, and I had 28 good comments, and so we'll go from here. Matt Moon was the first drawing. He said he wanted the Illusionist Bracers and number 2, the Stomping Ground. So Illusionist Bracers are coming to you. Jared Wisenhun, he said he'd love anything. So I think you were like the Illusionist Bracers, and then you said you would want anything, and I gave those away already. So let's just take a quick look here. There you are. Yeah, just love anything. Just loves the vibes. So Batman, you wanted the Illusionist Bracers too. You know, I'm surprised because those Illusionist Bracers are unbelievable, but I didn't think very many people picked them, which was surprising to me. I mean, not really, because Shocklands are super popular, or surprise you. So Batman, I'm probably just going to surprise you with one of the Shocklands because Illusionist Bracers were already pulled. And then Fatal Draw MTG was the number 4 drawing, and he wanted the Goblin, which I can't blame you. The Legion Loyalist, probably one of my favorite cards. So I put that to good use in one of my decks, in fact in a commander deck. So anyways, those were the 4 drawings. We will do just see if we can give away one more Shockland. I'll probably, you know, give Jared one and Batman one. So, and then Alexander Mason, my first pick would be the Sacred Foundry. So, and my second pick would be Gideon, because you gotta love the Planeswalkers. So those will be the 5 winners. I apologize that I didn't get them all on camera. I just don't want to go back through, and then, you know, these people have waited to win, and then I have to go back through and actually video it again, and you know, it just, I don't think that's fair. But I got them down, and honestly, you know, I'll probably surprise you guys with Shocklands, because I mean, honestly, I think that's what most people are going after, besides the people that won. And so anyways, congratulations to the winners. I'm sorry I'm not feeling good, but hey, you know what? It'll be a short time, and I'll be back on the horse, feeling good, putting out some positive vibes, and giving away some great cards. So make sure you're subscribed, like, comment the cards you want. Always comment the cards you want. So, or, you know, you could say surprise me. I really don't care. But I love the comments, but some people don't put down anything, and then I'm just like, well, I guess I'll just surprise them with something, or, you know, something like that. So comment the cards you want. Share it any way you can. I'm loving doing this, and I'd like to keep going on it. So share any way you can. Make sure you're paying it forward to the community. We need to keep this going. We need to keep this going, this party train going. Magic has lasted such a long time, and I don't want it to go anywhere. It's been such a major part of my life, in and out. I haven't always been playing, but I seem to always go back to it because I love it. And so let's keep this train going, and we will check you on the next video.